Firstly, what is the last lecture problem is there? Why the program is
So
not
Naveen,
run? Hello, all of you. Okay, so can we start? So last lecture, what is the problem? Just I'm going to discuss this, and then we will go to the program is there. So this is the error. I think everybody's seen my screen now. Everybody's seen my screen. Okay. So this is the problem for last lecture. The reference made to unsolved external. C startup.obj and zero. These are the errors that's coming from the last lecture. Why this error is coming? Okay. So so just discuss why this problem is created is there. Okay. So see how this problem is created due to this startup.a51 file. This file is we are taking when we are doing the project. Just see close project. Project is new project is there. In that new project, if I'm writing a name is there, tt is there, then save. Same procedure we are doing. Okay. Here, copy the standard startup file. Here, you are not going to the yes. If I'm giving the yes, the problem is created. If I'm giving the yes here, see if I'm giving yes here, what will happen? If I'm giving yes here and add any file to this, see, x2 is there, add, close. And if I'm writing in a debug the program, what will happen? Or sorry, build the program is there. Just one is the build the program is there. Okay, so the problem is the reference made to answer resolve the XML is there. Okay, the problem is created and some. But if I'm doing what I'm doing, just debug. Sorry, debug. Stop debug is there. Okay, then project, close project. Then I'm giving new project is there. New project. If I'm giving the same name, tt, save, overwrite yes. Same atmail is there. Then n9c51 is there. Okay, here you are giving to the noise there. Okay, then there is a target. Right click on that. Simple we have to add a same file is there. If I'm giving the text to same file, add, close it here, and then debug the program. Okay, see there is no error here. Is target one, no error, zero warnings error. So yesterday's problem is that due to the startup, I'm click on that, the problem is created. So you have to remove this yes, no, then problem will not be created is there. Okay. So yesterday's problem, I will give the solution for that. Just see these two programs are there. Okay. So this program we have work on it. Is write a program. Okay, write a program to add five natural number. Write a program to add first five natural number is there. So if I'm writing 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, you will get answer is the 15 is there. You will get the answer is the 15 is there. Okay. So see, here is the number move a comma 0, 1 here is required 4 or 5, then add increment. Just we will do this program by using a software is there. Just I want to remove this. Add file. Okay, same program you are writing here previously. See, this is the move A0 comma H, move R1 comma 01 H, move R2 5. This is the what we say. This is the counter is there. Add A plus R1 means R is contain 1. Then you have to add this increment R1, decrement jump, decremental jump R2, and then go to the X is there. Just see the program one by one. One by one line is there. Debug, start and stop the program. Just first I want to build the program. Okay, see the build the program. There is no error is there. So debug, start and stop the program. Okay. So you will go to the F11 step by step. See F11. See there is the what we register required R1, R2 and A is there. This is the R1. This is the R2. R1, R2 are the two registers are there, and there is a accumulator is there. So first F11, this R accumulator is 0. R1 is becomes 1. See the R1 is the 1 is there. So R1 is 1. Okay. Then R2 is 5. See R1 is 1, R2 is 5. So add A with R1. A is contain value 0. R1 is contain value 1 is there. So 1 plus 0 is answer is the 1 is there. So A will be 1 is there. See, A will be 1 is there. Understood? A will be 1 is there. After that, increment the R1. R1 is contain value 1. R1 becomes 2 is there. See, here R1 become 2 is there. After 2, accumulator is contain value 1. 1 plus 2, answer is 3. So see the accumulator value is there. Accumulator value is so first go to the accumulator, check the decrement the R1 is decrement the 3, then it is the 3 is there. Okay. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then increment the R1. R1 becomes 3 is there. See, R1 is 2, then it will becomes 3 is there. See, R1 is 3. R1 is 3, then decrement the R2. R2 is first decrement. This is the 4, you will become a 3 is there. So R2 becomes 3. R2 becomes 3, then it will be go to the jump there, then add A comma R1. Okay. So for R1 is constant 3 and our A is also contain a 3. 3 plus 3 is becomes a 6 is there. So A become a 6 is there. Okay. After that increment the R1. R1 becomes 4 is there. 3 plus 1 is 4 is there. Okay. Then decrement the R2. Decrement the R2 means R2 becomes a 2 is there. R2 becomes 2 is there. Okay. R2 becomes 2. Then it will be value of R2 is not 0. It will go to the there is. So what is value of A is contain a value is 6 and our R1 is contain value is 4. 6 plus 4, it becomes 10 is there. 6 plus 4, 10. But here in your hex code 10 becomes a is there. In hex code 10 becomes A is there. So increment the R1, R1 becomes a 5 is there. R1 become 5 is there. So what is the value of 10 plus 5? The first decrement the R2. Decrement means R2 becomes a what will happen? R2 becomes 1 is there. R2 becomes 1 is there. So 10 plus 5, answer is the 15 is there. So you will get the value 0f. So accumulator get the value of 0f is there. The decrement the R2. R2 becomes a 0. R2 becomes 0. See, here when cursor will be come to this point, first decrement the R2. First decrement the R2 means R2 is contain value of 1. It decrements, it becomes a 0. And then he check the value present in R2. Okay. Here previous the R2 is contain at this stage R2 is contain value is 1. But first he decrement the R2. So R2 becomes a 0. When R2 becomes 0, then he can understand that he is not condition not satisfied because condition is satisfied when and only when R2 becomes non-zero. So first decrement the R2. So R2 becomes 0 is there and then program will be come out of this means go to the end is there. So program will go to the end is there. Okay. So this is the program. Okay. If I'm writing 4, see what in your PPT, here if I'm writing 4 is what will happen, then 4 means 1 2 3 4 only up to this you have to add means your answer is 10 is there. You will get answer is 10, but you want to add these 3, your answer should be 15 is there. If I'm giving 10, what will happen? See, if I'm giving If I am giving 4, what will happen? See, if I am giving 4, save the program, then debug the program, then you will go to the debug and start and stop is there. Okay, see the program, you can see here one by one. I'm not explaining. This is the A content 0, R1 becomes 1, R2 becomes 4, then add A comma R1 is 1, then increment the R1 is 2, then 3, 3 plus 3 becomes 6, 6 plus 4 becomes a 10, 6 plus become a 10. After that, see, increment the R1, R1 becomes 5, R1 becomes value 5, but here R2 is contain a value 1. After that, this cursor will not go to the axis there. This cursor will not go to the axis there because R2 becomes a 1. First decrement the R2 means what? R2 becomes a 0, and due to that, this condition is unsatisfied, so it will not move to the axis there. This condition will unsatisfied, so it is not moved to the axis there. If I am giving this, 0 is there. Okay, so your answer is 10. Your answer is 10 when you put a value of R2 is equal to 4 is there. But if you want to all the 15 5 numbers, you have to add all 5 numbers, you have to add natural numbers, then you have to put here value is the 5 is there. You have to put a value is 5, and then you have to go the debug and programs, then you will get the answer is there. If I'm giving to run the program directly, you will get the answer is A is contain a 0, F value is there. Okay, so understand what is the yesterday's problem in your software is there. Software is not wrong. Some problem is created with the starter file is there. I'm giving the starter file yes, so problem is created. So yesterday I have some problem is there. Okay. Okay, so this is the okay, this is the program is there. Okay, next program. Write a program to generate a square wave 50% duty cycle on bit of port 1. So it is not possible to see on the square wave here because there is no CRO is there is no DS is there. But just I'm giving how this port will be act is there. I'm not giving the delay program. Just I'm giving the 2 lines are there program and how the port will be used to see in your software. How port will work in your software. So I'm not giving the delay program is there. See, just how to use the peripherals which are present in your software is there. I'm going to remove this. Okay. Here is I'm going to the command is bit manipulation command is there. Here I am to set the bit of port 1.1 is there. You have to set the bit port 1.1, and again I am going to clear the bit port 1.1 and go and jump to the X is there. So it will be set the port 1.1 bit and clear the port 1.1 is bit. Set the port bit 1.1 and clear the port of 1.1 is there. So see how it works is there. See. Here, if I'm going to use the peripherals means which ports we have to use there. Here is the peripherals. But when we are not run the program, the peripherals we can't see here. Okay. When I'm going to first, I'm going to debug the program. So there is no errors are there. Then I'm going to debug the program. Okay. And then here you have to use the peripherals. Okay. When you are not in debug, see Here we are not seeing the peripherals are there, but when we go to the debug program, you can see here a peripherals where we have to use port 1 we have to use. Port 1 is there. Okay, here is the peripherals are. Which port is there? See, here is the port 0 FF is there. Remember this, when you have to initialize the port with the FF is there. Initialize the port with the FF is there. See, here is the 7 bits are there. 7 bits means it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the image. This is the LSB. This is the image. Which port number pin we have to use? Port 1.1. So this is the 0 and this is the 1. So we have to use this port is there. This pin, sorry, not port. In port, this pin we have to use where we have to connect. Someone is there. If you are to connect the LED, if you are connect the LED to the port 1 is there. Port 1 pins 1. Port 1 च्या पहिल्या पिनला आपण काय जोडले? LED जोडले. Okay. मग LED जोडल्यानंतर you have to see the what is the program. You have to on off the LED, means on the LED then off the LED. On off LED we have to do is port 1.1 is there, means port 1 pin number 1 is there. So how to do this? So what we have to do, we have to give first set the bit, means you have to give the 5 volt supply to the LEDs there, and you have to remove the supply, means you have to give the 0 supplies there. So you have to connect this to your ground pin of LED to ground, and one pin which is the our higher pin, means you can positive, or you can say the anode is connected to the port 1.1 pin is there. Okay, see the program. If I'm giving the F11 is there, see. See, what is the clear this bit is there. Okay, then jump to the X. Okay, then it set the bit. Okay, set the bit once, then it is clear the bit, set the bit, clear the bit, set the bit, clear the bit. See, so in program what we have to do, in program you have to give the instruction is, if you supply this code ff code means you have to set the port code. Ff means what? You have to give the port. Ff means it will be the all pins will be 1, and when you give the code fd, when you go do the code fd to the this one, then this pin 1.1 will be 0. See, means this LED will be on, LED will be off, LED will be on, LED will be off is there, LED will be on, LED will be off is there. So port will be set the port pin, you have to reset the port pin, set the port pin. See here, here is, you can see here, set the port pin, and reset the port. Just I want to show here why. Here there is one program in your journal is there, or your manual is there, on off of LED is there, or by using the port. So here we have to use the peripherals. These are the peripherals. We can use the interrupts, port, timers also. These are the peripherals, timer 0, timer 1. Input, we are working with the input output ports are there. So from here you can set this port 0 is there. You can set this port. So see the program. If I'm giving port 0, I'm to use port 0 1.1. Okay. Zero clear is there. Suppose I am doing this program. Let's see. Save the program, build the program, debug the program. Okay, so this is the port 0 and port 1 is there. See, this also 0, this also 0. Then set first port 1 set, then port 0 set. Okay, so this is the port 0.1 and clear this. So this is the program related to your ports are there. Okay, just I want to show their peripherals are there. Here is the peripherals. If there is a practical examination and the practical examination, if anybody asks to write a program to on of the port one is there, then what we have to do here, see in peripherals are not shown before run the program. See, remember this thing when you are run the program on your PC, when you download the kill software is there. Here we are not see the peripherals before the run the program. When you go to the debug and start and stop debug, when you go to the start and stop debug, when you go to the start and stop debug, do that when peripherals will be activate. Peripherals will be activated. See what this, remember the things are there. When you are go to the start and debug program, then peripherals will be activated. Before you are not going to the run the program, peripherals are not activated. Peripherals are not activated is there. So this is the one thing you must remember. There is a program related to the port in your manual is there. You discuss at the time of practical session also how to run the program is there. Okay. So this is the programs just I want to discuss it there. And last lecture program is so this is program also you can see this move a comma 05h cpl a is there, add your discuss tools complement is there, tools complement is there. Okay, tools complement is there, we will discuss this last lecture is there, and this is the program is there. So and last we will discuss these two programs will discuss in next lecture. So today we are discussing the point is that id is there. Okay, today we are discussing the point is the id is there. Discussing the point is the id is there. So id means integrated development environment is there. Integrated development environment is there. This is called the id. So integrated development environment is the id is there. It is called the ide, integrated development environment. Okay, it is a software just like our kale is the one of the ID software. ID software means what? If you want to do the programming, it is not possible to take all the hardwares and you have to do the programming there. Just suppose I am saying that you write a program to add the two numbers is there. Simple program is there. There is no need to take the hardware for the 8051 is there. Then you have to connect the hardware, write down the program. It is not necessary to do that. So for that purpose, we have to use the IDE. In our electronics field, suppose if I want to design a one circuit is there. Suppose I want to design a one circuit is there. The circuit, suppose just I'm designing a circuit of the burglar alarm, or you can design a circuit of the burglar alarm. Means we give the input is there. If there is someone is coming to the sensor is there, the alarm will be on is there. So if I want to do such a simple circuit is there, just for that purpose, if you have to bring the hardware and then you have to connect the hardware and you will get the output is there. But suppose some hardware is not compatible with the other is there. Sometimes it is possible, just like our software is Android software is not compatible with the Windows software is there. Same thing is there. Some hardware components are not compatible with the other hardware components is there. So for that purpose, first we have to check all the components softwarely. First you have to check all the components softwarely. You have to connect. You have to use different components which are compatible with the other components and do this on softwarely, and after successions will be done. If after the success of the software output will which we get required output is there, then we have to bring this hardware and then do the connections are there. So for that purpose, we have to use the integrated development environment are there. For that purpose, we have to use the integrated development environments are there. Okay. So what first run the circuit softwarely, use different peripherals, use different hardware, use different microprocessor, use different microcontroller in that, and then run this and see the if you get the expected output is there, then bring these hardware components and do the bring this hardware components and uh, see the output is expected output you get in softwarely and hardwarely is the same is there. So due to that, what will happen, due to this you have to reduce your time work, you have to the cost of bring the different hardware is reduced, only the hardware which is required in software you have to bring this hardware is there, so your time will be reduced, and again you can use different hardware parts to use to get the expected output is there. So this is the integrated development. Yes, sir. So this development tools contains a text editors, code libraries, compilers, and text platforms are there. These are contains a tool, text editors, code libraries, compilers, and test platforms are there. Okay. So these are the tools which are present in your IDE is there. Integrated development environment is there. Means what? You have to collect all the tools in one umbrella. You can say that all the tools in one umbrella. सगळे जे टूल्स आहेत ते एका छताखाली येतील, म्हणजेच काय होईल, सगळे टूल्स आपल्या एकाच ठिकाणी यूज करता येतील. ठीक आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये हार्डवेअर बंडल्स ऑफ टेक्स्ट एडिटर, क्रॉस असेंबलर, लिंकर अँड डिबगर. टेक्स्ट एडिटर, cross compiler, linker, and debugger is there. So ADA develops software application that provides facilities to computer programmers for software development is there. So for the software development, also the IDE is there used for that software development also, and for your hardware person, you have to use the hardware in their ideas. It context editor means where you have to write the program. Cost compiler means you have to compile the program is there. Linker means you have to link the program with the other is there. And debug means you have to check the errors into that debug is there. So one by one we will discuss points are there. See, IDE consists of, what is the IDE consist of? It consists of the text editor or source code editor. It is a text editor or source code editor means it is a programming language sensitive and context aware. It highlighted the syntax elements on your programs are there. See, when you run the program in this, when you run this program in this, or you have to run the program in C program, those comments are shown here. Is not shown the syntax, but in C programming or on some editors are the syntax which are used in this program is highlighted in different color is there. If you maybe in C programming there is a blue color is there. When you write a syntax, you have to see in different color is there. Printf, scanf, you have to see in different color is there. Means your syntax is shown in different color so that programmer understand that these are the syntaxes there. Because sometimes when you give the jump instruction is there, if you use the syntax which are present or which are the keywords, you can say the keywords or syntax which are present in your processor or microcontroller instruction set, and if you use for the label in jump is there, then error will be generated is there. Okay, error will be generated there. So in text editor or source code editor is having a facility to differentiate the data type with different color syntax or instruction opcode. You can see in your processor language opcode is shown in different color is there. So this is the use of the text editor. Due to that you can understand the differentiate or understand the syntax or keyword and data types is there. Suppose in Java programming, if you are not using the Java editor is there, and you can write the program in your notepad or you can WordPad is there, and then you can run the program on Java platform is there. Then what will happen? Your program will be run. But if you have a Java editor is there, editor is contain all the facility. It contains the differentiate the syntax with the with different color. Run the program in same platform or same editor is there. So it is called the IDE, the integrated development editor is there. So all facilities present in one software is there. So this is a text editor is there, which is highlight the syntax with and data types with different color is there. Then next it is contain a compiler or interpreter is there. Compiler means special program that processes statement written in particular program language and turns into the machine language there. So when you write a program, then you have to turn this program into the machine language. See what is difference between compiler and interpreter is there. So anybody ask if you are working with the programming is there. So what is difference between the compiler and interpreter as that? So compiler means what? If you write a program of the 10 lines is there. If you write a program of 10 lines is there, all 10 lines are converted into the machine language is there, and all the errors of the 10 lines is denoted by the compiler. All errors presented denoted by the all the errors denoted by the compiler at the same time. This is called the compile. Means whole 10 lines program is converted into the machine language. But in interpreter, what will happen? In interpreter, one by one line program will be converted into the machine language. One by one line program is converted into the machine language. If your third line having some error is there, if your third line is having some error there, it will not go to the fourth line. The interpreter is not go to the fourth line, and up to the third three line, it will show the error is there. When you remove the third line error, then you will go to the fourth line error of the interpreter there. So one by one, it remove the errors and go to the end is there. But in compiler, whole program will be converted to the machine language. So this is difference between the interpreter and compiler. It is present in your editor is there. See in your Keil software, when you use the debug and use the debug start and debug is there, automatically your program will be run in the same editor is there. You will see the output on program is there. So this is a compiler and interpreter. Then build automation tool is there. This is the components which the build automation tools is part of software development lifecycle where source code is compiled into the machine code by a build script is there. Once the code is completed, it is integrated into the shared environment is there. Means if you complete your work is there, if you create the code is there, then this code will be shared with the other is there. Okay, so you can run the program on other software, you can run the program on other environment also. Okay. So means what? Part of the software development lifecycle where source code is compiled into the machine code by a build script, and once code is completed, it is integrated into the shared environment. There it interacts with other software components built by other developers is there. Okay, understood that. So suppose 8051 is the program is there. If it is the if you use the software is there, then you can use the different software. So this is the build means if you run the program on one software is, then if another developer develop another software for the same 8051 is there, you can also run the program on their software. So this is called a build automation tool is there. Build automation means you can run another environmental tool is there. Okay, so this is a build automation tool is there, which is present in ID is there. Okay, suppose if you want to run the program, what we have to do, we have to convert the program into the hex file. You have to convert the program to hex file, and you have to hex file, you have to upload in another environment, then you will see the output is there. You have to in another environment, you can see the output is there. So another environment is there, so that you can see the run the program in another environment is there. Because I'm saying that Windows application not run on Android application not run on Windows application. But if you want to run on another same program on another, so you have to convert it to the hex file, and then hex file you have to build anywhere you can run the program. Just like a .exe file. If you create a .exe file of any software, you can run the .ax file in any environment is there. So same thing is built automation tool is there. Next is the debugger. We are discussing the debugger in briefly. Debugger means what? It is used to find the errors or bugs in the other programs. It is used to find the errors and bugs in the other programs. We are discussing here. Here you have to find the errors. You have to find the errors and bugs. You have to find the errors and bugs in other programs are there. Okay. So when you write a program, if there is error is there, so it stop the program and examine change the values of the variables there. When debugger is what is doing the debugging? Debugging means it gives the errors which are present in the programs are there. It gives the errors which are present in the programs are there, or debug errors you can say as a bugs also. Errors or bugs which are present in the program, and then it shows the errors and bugs to the programmer is there. If you are not remove the errors and bugs, the program will not be run is there. So first you have to remove the errors and bugs are there. Okay. For example, if program is might have tried to use the instruction not available in current version of the CPU to access the unavailable protected memory. When program crashes or reaches the present condition, debugger shows the position, the original code. If it is source level debugger or symbolic debugger is there. Okay. So what is this? Debugger means what? When there is a example means what, if there is some version, it is not present in your Windows system is there in CPU is there, then it gives the this is not compatible with your system. It gives the error in advance. But in your 8051, if you are working with the programming or you write a program with the syntax, suppose some syntax you have to write with the 8051, but after that, what this syntax is not present in your 8051. This syntax is not present in 8051 controller is there. Then what will happen? It will give the error is there. It will give the error is there that this command or this instruction is not present in your 8051. This instruction or this command is not present in your 8051. So you have to first correct this syntax, then you will get the answer is there. So this is the use of the debugger. Debugger means what? In one line, debugger is such a program which is present in IDE that it removes the errors of your program. The errors are the syntax errors. It removes the syntax errors in the programs. So this is the use of the debugger. So what it contains in your IDE integrated development editor is contains a text editor where we write the program. Then next it contains a compiler or interpreter which converts the your program into the machine code is there. And third part, it is contain a debugger is there. Debugger is a program which remove all the errors or which shows the errors which are present in the program is there. The next is a simulator. Okay, simulator and emulator, these are the two parts of your, this is the emulator and this is the simulator. Simulator is only a software. Simulator is only a software is there. Okay, it is not contain a hardware part. Means emulator is also hardware is there, but simulator is give the software programming is there. Emulator is contain the software and hardware, but hardware is in software format. You have to not connect the softwarely, you have to connect the hardware to the to your processor, or you can say your controller is there. Understand what I'm saying? Simulator means what? It is a simulator is a software tool. It is a software tool. This we will read this. This is the software tool. Okay, it is a software tool. Okay, it is the checking functionality of the application firmware. Application firmware. It is purely first. It is purely software based. Second, does not require target system. Primitive lack of time behavior. Simulation is used to whenever trying to things. Physical world would be inconvenient. Physical will be inconvenient, expensive. Simulation allows the experiment to try the things with more control over the parameters and better insight into the result. Simulation and embedded computer system can be broken down into the 5 main parts. The computer board itself, the piece of hardware containing one or more processor executing the embedded software. Okay. The software running on the computer board, and this include user application and boot ROM hardware drives, OS, various libraries. The communication network or network that board connected to the or which software communicate with software or another community. Means what is the simulator is there? Simulator means what? Simulator is a software. Simulator is software. If you are working with the embedded system, if you are working with the embedded system is what? You have to use one or two processor, you have to use one or two controller is there. Software is doing what is the simulator doing? Simulator is used if you want to do the program on means if you want to do the program means physically you want to do the program, it's very expensive. Physically if you want to do the program, it's very expensive. In simulator is having different controller, different software present in that software is there. Simulator is a software is there present in that software is there, and we have to use that software and use that peripherals or a controller and then run the program is there. And it runs the program is there. Okay, so this is a simulator is there. See, it is one line you can see here, you can understand. In physical world would be inconvenient and expensive. Simulation used, only one line is important in this whole paragraph. Simulation is whenever trying to things in the physical world would be inconvenient and expensive. Inconvenient and expensive are there. So what is the simulator is doing? Simulator is a physical world, means if you want to do physically to write to run the program, it's very run the program very expensive, means we required a lot of hardware is there. But in simulator, what is doing in simulator, we have to softwarely done this all the programs in softwarely, and if this program will be run, then you will get the expected output is there. So your times will be reduced, and cost of this bring the hardware will be, there is no need to bring the hardware is there. So this simulator is there. Next is the emulator. So emulator is a piece of hardware that ideally behaves exactly like a real microcontroller chip with all integrated functionality. It is the most powerful debugging tool of all. Microcontroller functions are emulated in real time and non-instantaneously. See, emulator means what? Emulator is a so this is a emulator. The emulator means what? It contains a hardware part which is connected softwarely to the means if suppose in 8051, what is the hardware we have to use in next 450 chapter? We have to use the DC motor, we have to use the LCD display, we have to use the keyboard is there, we have to use the DAC is there. So these are the hardware parts you have to connect to the 8051. There is an interfacing part in your 8051, maybe fourth or fifth, maybe fifth chapter. In interfacing, you have to connect this to the 8051, but softwarely you have to connect this, means there is no need to come bring the 8051 kit is there, you have to connect the DC motor to that kit is there, and you have to see the program on your software. There is no need to, there is a one emulator software is there. In that software physically you can see all these things, physically you can see all these things in your computer board, and you have to connect this softwarely to the 8051, and you have to write the program. Suppose simple program, you have to rotate the motor. I will show this program on simulator in next practical session, or maybe next lecture is there. If you have to use the simulator, the emulator is there. In that emulator, you have to connect softwarely motor to this. You have to connect softwarely motor to this, and then after that, run the program. You can see the motor will be run on your screen is there. So this is the very, there is no need to bring the expensive components or hardware parts to do such a things are there. So this is the emulator and simulator is there. So we will discuss this part in next point in next lecture is there. So these are the These are the emulator and simulators are there. So these are the emulator and simulators are there. So understand what is the problem in next last lecture is there, software problem is there. You can understand this. This is very important. So this is the problem, software problem in last lecture is there. We'll solve this problem, software problem is there, and just do the program. There 2-3 programs I'm reviewing. Next lecture, I'm giving the 2-3 programs are there, and then we will complete. We can say that this unit number 3 will be completed is there. Just 2 programs I want to share with you. First program is related to your find the largest number because logic is important, and next is the I think another program is there. 2 programs you are discussing next lecture. Then we will stop. This unit number 3 is there. Then we will go to the unit number 4 is there. Just I am taking the presenting. Then we will stop. If you have any difficulty, then tell me.